Turmeric has become one of the most talked about natural remedies among older adults in America. Maybe you've started adding it to your morning tea, stirring it into warm milk, or taking a little yellow capsule with breakfast. And there's a good reason why. Research suggests turmeric may help calm inflammation, ease joint discomfort, support your heart, and even protect your memory as you age. But there's something almost no one tells you. If you're over 60 and using turmeric daily, there are 3 common foods in nearly every American kitchen that you should never pair it with. These foods can block turmeric's healing benefits, weaken its effects, or even stir up more inflammation and digestive discomfort. In other words, the supplement you're hoping will help you may actually be working against you without you realizing it. So let's fix that. I'm going to walk you through the 3 foods you should avoid mixing with turmeric and explain exactly why they cause problems. Then I'll show you 3 simple foods that dramatically boost turmeric's absorption and make it far more effective for your joints, your digestion, and even your brain. By the end, you'll know exactly how to use turmeric so your body can truly benefit from it. As we get older, our bodies start sending little reminders. Joints feel stiffer in the mornings. Digestion becomes more sensitive. Inflammation lingers longer than it used to. Memory can feel a bit foggy. And we recover from stress and activity more slowly. Aging is natural, but these changes affect how we feel every day. That's why so many older adults are turning to natural remedies, simple ingredients that support the body without harsh chemicals. Turmeric has become one of the most popular options because it contains a powerful compound called curcumin. It's the bright yellow pigment that gives turmeric its golden color, and it acts almost like a natural shield inside your body, helping calm inflammation, support joint comfort, improve digestion, and protect the brain. People add turmeric to smoothies, teas, soups, and capsules. It's easy to use and has been valued for centuries. But here's what most people don't realize. Turmeric only works if your body can actually absorb it. Curcumin is one of the hardest nutrients for the body to pull in. Without the right conditions, most of it passes through without being used, and certain foods, often eaten at the same time as turmeric, can make absorption even worse, especially in older adults whose digestion naturally slows with age. That means you may be taking turmeric every day, but not getting the benefits you expect. The first food to avoid pairing with turmeric is processed dairy. I'm not talking about natural cheese or a splash of plain milk. I mean products like American cheese slices, flavored yogurts, powdered coffee creamers, and those pre-shredded cheese blends. These foods are full of additives, stabilizers, artificial flavors, and often extra sugar. For an older digestive system, that's a lot to handle. When your body struggles to digest what you're eating, it also struggles to absorb nutrients, especially sensitive ones like curcumin. Some dairy proteins even bind to curcumin, almost wrapping it in a blanket, preventing your intestines from absorbing it properly. So a turmeric scrambled egg with processed cheese, or a turmeric latte made with powdered creamer might actually block the benefits you're trying to get. If you love a creamy drink, switch to unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, or coconut milk. They're easier on digestion and won't interfere with turmeric. The second food to avoid is anything heavy in vinegar or very acidic. This includes bottled salad dressings, pickles, ketchup, mustard, and dishes made with a lot of vinegar. Curcumin is delicate. It needs a stable environment to stay intact. When you mix turmeric with very acidic foods, curcumin can start to break down before your body can absorb it. If you have reflux or a sensitive stomach, that combination can also trigger discomfort, bloating, or heartburn. So if you're adding turmeric to your salad dressing, but that dressing is filled with vinegar, the turmeric's benefits may be mostly lost. Instead, make your own simple dressing with extra virgin olive oil, a splash of lemon, and a pinch of pepper, ingredients that actually help turmeric work better. The third category to avoid is sugary cereals and baked goods. Things like frosted flakes, muffins, pastries, and turmeric-flavored snack bars that contain a lot of refined sugar. Sugar drives inflammation up. Turmeric tries to bring inflammation down. When you mix the two, sugar usually wins. Sugary foods also spike insulin, strain your metabolism, and make nutrient absorption less efficient. For older adults who are trying to reduce inflammation, support joint comfort, or maintain brain health, combining turmeric with sugary foods can quietly erase most of its benefits. If you want a sweet breakfast, try unsweetened oatmeal with turmeric, berries, and nuts, or a smoothie with turmeric and fruit instead of added sugar. Now let's talk about the good news. 3 foods that actually make turmeric much more powerful. The first is black pepper. Black pepper contains a natural compound called piperine, which can increase curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Yes, 2,000. Without piperine, most curcumin passes through unused. With it, your body suddenly absorbs far more. Just a pinch of fresh ground pepper in your turmeric tea, your soup, your eggs, or on roasted vegetables can make a massive difference. Many turmeric supplements now include piperine or bioperine, so check your label. If yours doesn't, just take the capsule with a meal that includes a bit of real pepper. The second helper is healthy fat. Curcumin is fat-soluble, which means it needs fat to travel through your digestive system and enter your bloodstream. If you take turmeric with no fat, most of it slips right through. Pairing it with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, nuts, seeds, or fatty fish helps deliver curcumin to the places that need it most. Try cooking vegetables in olive oil with turmeric and pepper, blending turmeric into a smoothie with almond butter or avocado, or roasting vegetables with olive oil and turmeric. Just avoid unhealthy fats like deep-fried foods or margarine, which increase inflammation. The third booster is raw honey, not the clear, highly processed honey in the plastic bear bottle, but thick, cloudy raw honey that still contains natural enzymes and antioxidants. Raw honey adds gentle sweetness to turmeric drinks without spiking inflammation the way white sugar does. It also has its own anti-inflammatory properties and can soothe the throat and support digestion. Stir a teaspoon of raw honey into warm water with turmeric, mix it into herbal tea, or take a tiny spoonful of a turmeric and honey paste each day. If you're managing blood sugar, keep the portion small, about a teaspoon. So, let's put everything together. You now know the 3 foods to avoid mixing with turmeric: processed dairy, vinegar-heavy foods, and sugary cereals or baked goods. And you know the 3 foods that help turmeric work better: black pepper, healthy fats, and raw honey. And you don't need to overhaul your whole routine. You just make tiny, smart adjustments. Tomorrow, you might switch from powdered creamer to almond milk. Next week, you might start adding a pinch of pepper to your turmeric drink. Maybe you replace a sugary breakfast with warm oats and turmeric. One small choice at a time. That's how real change happens, not through perfection, but through progress. If this helped you understand turmeric more clearly, feel free to share it with someone you care about. And if you want more calm, clear health guidance each week, subscribe and stick with us. We're here to help you age with comfort, strength, and confidence, one simple habit at a time.